The girl had a whole trunk of gold, and she worked around the clock to sell every last piece of it. The next morning, she showed up at the company in a stunningly gorgeous dress, one that left everyone stunned. Even her boss, a top-tier designer, was impressed so much so that she wanted to claim the dress for herself. Little did the boss know the Buzzboard's exact plan. She'd already laid out a trap, ready to take down her boss at the company's new product launch event. That night, just before the boss could get out of her car, the door was blocked. It was then that Cruella stepped out in a glamorous evening gown. She climbed right onto the roof of the boss's car and dragged her dress over the entire vehicle. That black and red rose pattern dress instantly became the media's focal point. The next day, headlines were filled with stories about the fashion star Cruella, but the boss couldn't stand having her authority challenged. She immediately sent people to investigate Cruella, only to find her mysterious and elusive. Police had no leads whatsoever. In the meantime, Cruella had already become the company's chief designer. Behind her back, though, the boss was secretly plotting to frame her. During lunch, Cruella showed off her designs in a public setting. The boss said something was off and Fran didn't know why she'd hidden her designs, but by then, Cruella had already won over the public. At the next week's fashion show, the boss caught a glimpse of Cruella's Gundam design. Suddenly, garbage truck pulled up in from the runway, and the driver lifted the lid. A pile of fabric spilled out. Cruella, wearing her new design, rose gracefully from the fabric. With a haughty smile, she stood atop the garbage truck and signaled the driver to leave. Everyone soon realized that discarded fabric was actually Cruella's bold design. She laughed wildly as she walked away with reporters chasing after her to take photos. The boss fashion show suffered dismal sales. She tried to use legal means to put Cruella behind bars, but her lawyers scoured the law books and couldn't find any grounds to charge her. The boss had no choice but to pin her hopes on fashion night, praying her golden dress would help her regain her authority. What she didn't know, though, was that an even bigger challenge was still ahead of her.